Humans are born with an empty mind, away from any innate ideas. Their thoughts will be formed through the experiences. But the first thing that can form an individual is a family. As Comenius' opinion regarding the Schola Materna, school by the mother, where the first education for children is the family. Therefore, Nazi eliminated the full role of parents who could become an obstacle to the spread of Nazi ideology, so that the existence of Hitlerjungvolk is one of the ways to pervade the Nazi ideology to the children, and thereby parents will be shackled to all things that will be given to their children. The Jojo Rabbit film by Taika Waititi is a form of an expression of art that upholds the Nazi era. This film tells about the nationalism of a 10-year-old child who has just joined the Deutsche Jungvolk camp. His name is Jojo. He idolizes the political figure Hitler, who's also his imaginary friend. Whenever Jojo is in trouble, Jojo has two points of view: the point of view of Jojo as a 10-year-old child, and the point of view of his imaginary friend, who always leads Jojo to become the best Nazi member. Jojo's character in the movie is a representation of a child who is successfully implanted by a nation's ideology. So he identifies himself not as an individual, but as a nation. The purpose of this study is to discuss the concept of nationalism and the development of children's identity in this film. Through the scenes and narratives, we will see the characters and symbols as the languages of the film. We will use qualitative method with a semiotic approach, which aims to understand the meaning of conversations and symbols in the film. Jojo's imaginary friend, Adolf Hitler, plays a big role in Jojo's daily life, especially to motivate and encourage Jojo because he tends to be insecure. To build Jojo's self-confidence, Hitler always makes sure that Jojo is an important figure needed by his country. So, Jojo's version of Hitler as an imaginary friend shows another way of how Jojo sees things. Svesden defines an imaginary friend as a character without an objective basis, which children play for a significant period of time. One of the reasons for having an imaginary friend is the emptiness that can be obtained from playmates or the surrounding environment, like Jojo, who only has one friend, Yorkie. Jojo Rabbit is an anti-hate satire film where the film uses humor to expose and criticize the stupidity or ugliness of certain things, especially in the context of politics and other issues. Through the perspective of a 10-year-old child, the audience is given a picture of hatred and genocide during wartime. Taika Waititi said that sometimes the most effective way to talk to the audience is through humor, not to fool or to hate, but to dig deeper. And the satire is packaged in the character of Jojo's imaginary friend, a parody of Adolf Hitler. All of Jojo's hate speeches toward Jews in this film is based on his love for Germany. Based on Hannah Arendt's theory of banality of evil, Jojo's behavior is a form of banality crime, where crime is perceived as normal and natural because of the inability to think from the point of view of others. This inability made it impossible to know or to feel that something is wrong. Therefore, Jojo's hate speeches was born from a lack of ability to think critically about what he was doing. Based on Erik Erikson's theory, Jojo is in stage 4 of child development psychology, the industrial versus inferiority, where the child for the first time enters the wider environment. The purpose of this stage is that the child becomes a part that has a function in the environment that will make a valuable contribution. During this time, the child learns that he must gain recognition from others by becoming competent producers of things and activities that are valued by society. This was related to Jojo's ambition to become an important part of the Nazis, which was supported by his participation in the Deutsche Jungvolk camp. By achieving this, Jojo will gain recognition and he will point toward the industry. But Jojo was in a situation where he felt hopeless because he got in an accident and injured. So he compared himself with his peers and continued to feel inadequate as a member of the Deutsche Jungvolk camp. It developed Jojo's sense of inferiority. But writing a book about the Jewish race is one of Jojo's efforts to get out of his inferiority, where it is a process of exploring himself and his talents to build self-esteem and self-confidence. Shoes are the first and only physical thing that indicates to the audience that Jojo's mom died from a death penalty. Jojo's mom's shoes are also a representation of the image of World War II. Shoes are a symbol of every part that was left and lost due to the World War II, that they once had an existence in the world. In addition, Jojo's inability to tie shoelaces is shown several times in the film. This inability is one of the points where Jojo is considered immature and his weakness is often brought up in the film. However, after Jojo's mom passed away, he can tie his own shoelaces, and he could even tie other people's shoelaces. Jojo's mom believes that it will be better if they dance because dancing is an expression of gratitude and a reminder that life is a gift from God, so they should celebrate it. Jojo's mom also believes that dancing is a symbol of freedom or free will and an escape from all problems. This film shows that Elsa has the same point of view on dance. When Jojo asks Elsa what is the first thing she'll do when the war is over, and the answer is dancing. Therefore, at the end of the film, when Elsa and Jojo leave the house, Elsa finds that the war is over with America flying its flag, and finally they dance together. At the Doshye-Sungfol camp, Jojo is challenged to kill a rabbit as a proof of his bravery. But even though Jojo eager to be a good Nazi member, Jojo still doesn't have the courage to kill the rabbit. And then Jojo ran away because he was embarrassed by this incident. Therefore, his friends mock Jojo as Jojo Rabbit. But his imaginary friend encourages Jojo that although rabbits are small and cute animals, rabbits are not cowardly animals. Every day, the rabbit faces a dangerous world to hunt for food for the rabbit's family. Then, Jojo Rabbit symbolizes his uniqueness as a rabbit with a passion. On the first day of the Doshye-Sungfol camp, each child is equipped with a Doshye-Sungfol dagger, and should always be carried wherever they go because it is a symbol of loyalty to the Nazi. But then the dagger was stolen by Elsa. The stolen dagger symbolizes Elsa's position above Jojo. However, with the arrival of Gestapo and Herr Kranzendorf at Jojo's house, Jojo managed to get the dagger back. In addition, when Jojo's mother died, Jojo tried to stab Elsa with the dagger. However, Jojo was unable to do it. In the end, they just cried together. So, the dagger was a symbol of violence, which Jojo was ultimately unable to do it. The narrative in this film portrays the indoctrination process of nationalism during the Nazi era. Through satire, this film shows that nationalism can be constructed and systematically infiltrated to people's mind in various ways, from the subtle one to the most enforcing way. Jojo dares to blend nationalism in which he wasn't fully understand of what he believed, but he is passionate being the number one for his country. But at the end of the film, it is shown that Jojo kicked Hitler as an evidence of Jojo's consciousness and his regret for what he believed and did. Jojo's nationalism is Jojo's effort of his passion to give a valuable contribution to his environment. He also wanted to gain recognition from others by becoming competent producers of things and activities that are valued by society.